That's good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, it's good to be hanging in instead of hanging all out. Classic Radio Roundup, Channel 13, on this Panisonic chassis, glowing glass, Shakespeare 740.
Where are you mobilating off to there,
Coming back from Phoenixville from a meeting.
A meeting? Okay. As long as it's not a safety meeting.
I hear you.
Yeah, I got to get my OSHA 10 or my 30. Throw you off for a loop now. We're radio allowing now. When it cuts out a little bit. It cuts out? In the very beginning there, it was kind of a little crackly there or something. I might not have had the mic pushed all the way. Yeah, is that Cobra 85? Nope, that's what I was on prior. Oh, so now what? You got Cobra 2000? No, a little more obscure. Lake, did you get that lake base? I'm talking on the lake. Hell, it's still plant man, so I'm just talking on it. So if somebody tells you to go jump in a lake, you got one handy? Yes, sir.
Hey, Bagger.
Yeah.
If anybody's interested, I got that Jack 10 up there on the market. It's a project radio. I want $150 for it.
Is that the one you've been trying to sell?
Yeah, I still have it. It's sitting up there.
It's a project radio. I mean, it doesn't work.
I think it does work half-ass and everything. Part of the digital readouts out. It had it all butchered up on the inside and everything, so it's not the end of me. I gave the guy $200 for it and sort of got fucked over a little bit. So if anybody wants it, I'll take $150 for it.
Yeah, I already built one of them other decks before. That was a chore.
Hey, 2-watt, I'll take it off your hands when you throw it out to the curb.
Oh, yeah. See that? See how you are?
Yeah, I wouldn't even want one of them things working, let alone broken.
Well, I wanted one, when Bagger did the one years ago for me, and I thought I was going to wind up with that, I didn't wind up with it, and so I got this other one, I thought I was getting a deal. Oh, yeah, it works, and it don't, and it's all butchered up inside and everything.
Although, you know, Bagger, that would be a good candidate to build your own radio kind of thing and just use the front of it. Make your Franken radio.
There you go. High fidelity. Yes, sir. And then put a 10-inch 4-track recorder above it. Doesn't that look like to me that I love the way that radio looks. It looks like a piece of recording studio equipment. What kind of radio is that?
It's a shame that that radio doesn't work as good as it looks.
That's right. I like the 4 big meters. That's the thing that I like about it. What kind of radio is that? A DAC Mark 10. Okay.
Yeah, they're good-looking radios. They just don't work as good as they look.
They got a Midland board in there and 1-tube final, I think. That's 2 tubes in there. Okay. What's a driver, 12, BY or something? I think so. I think it's got a DG6 for a final. Yeah, picture a tickle, it's like 10 inches high. It's like the higher, it's like 3 rack units or more.
It's got, what, 4 or 5 big meters across the top?
Yeah, it's like 4 rack units high. I've seen the DAX before, not in person, but online.
You don't spend a lot of money for one because they ain't what they are all cracked up to be.
Okay, 4. Yeah, that's what Sparky was saying a while ago. They're basically a mobile radio stuffed in a box with a tube final. Yeah, it's a clone of the Cybernet sideband chassis. That's one that Lafayette used and all. There's a guy out there on one of the Facebook forums. You may have seen him. He's taking Cybernet A2 boards and sticking them in old 23-channel chassis, making them look retro with 40 channels. That's a lot of work.
Maybe he got too much time on his hands.
I guess. junction diode out of it and something else. Because I found the diode that was bad, replaced that, and still the only thing I get is a meter light. That's it.
You reverse the polarity. Blew out the audio amp.
Oh, the digital display doesn't even come up.
Oh no, push the CV button.
What's that ohm smoke you let out?
The magic smoke? 10 ohm smoke?
You said there's some sort of ohm smoke that it lets out.
The magic smoke, you gotta keep it in.
Smoke. 100 ohm smoke?
I don't know, but it went beyond smoke. He said he saw a small flame.
Oh my god. Ah, smoke with a flame front. I like that. Sounds like it's time a replacement of Christmas lights.
The original operator.
That's right, I got one.
Yeah, we got St. Patty's Day lights up now. That's correct. The St. Patrick's Day Parade is in downtown suburban Conshohocken. 2 o'clock p.m. Saturday. And you'll be there strutting your stuff there. I'll be there, but I won't be strutting my stuff there. Remember, I had an accident. I can't carry the drum and play. Oh, you're decommissioned, huh? That's correct. I've been sidelined. And this month, the 26th, will be my 2-year anniversary when I got hit the first time. Good evening. 27115 on your AM dial. That's right, Channel 13.
Tell you what, I still like this lake radio.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to jump too far to jump into a lake.
Just, the audio coming out of it, it's just got a good sound. It's got, I can change the tone in it, and it's got an appealing look to me. I don't know.
I've only seen one lake radio that belonged to somebody, Don and Cindy. They used to have one years ago.
Go jump in a lake.
Yeah, go throw it in the lake. Sounds good. It does have good audio. The 40 channel Royce Mobile in the truck, but I didn't care for it filtering, so I had to take it back out.
Uh-oh.
I like the look of that Royce, Ron. It had the round meter, kind of like the new Magnum radios. Yeah, it's a real nice looking radio. But I put a speaker in the glove box, and it did sound.
This one's got dirty 2 sockets.
Original, put it back in the box. Oh, it didn't play with the box? Did you put some ferrites on it and stuff? Oh no, it played very well with the box. I tried to put a power mic on, and maybe I didn't put it on right, but it keyed it up, but then it started squealing.
Hatfielding is never good.
Yeah, especially if you're a McCoy. Well, they're wired differently, and I don't know what the hell. It's like, what the hell happened here? It's like, it keyed it up, and I copied off of the standard microphone, but, oh well.
got a copy on you. Copy?
Yeah, I just put it back. I'm putting it back in the box. I'll see you for 20 years.
Taxes and young children. Oh man, what the heck?
Something there, sandbagger.
Who's the culprit here? Who's the culprit? Alright. Oh, what the heck? Oh. The heck? Hello.
That's right. Audio. Stinking cat farted again. Oh, God! Are you cheesing over there?
I thought the cat left. Kick the cat out.
Cheesing over there.
You gotta kick that cat out. Keep it out. Close the door. Oh, this is no fun.
Sit there in their own stench, but they will put their ears back. She's totally doesn't give you any warning, doesn't give you any indication. All of a sudden, boom.
My husky is guilty of the exact same thing. Stink you right out of the room. Oh man.
My first battery. The dog would fart and make a loud noise and would scare himself. Modulation. Yeah, you drop down. Alright, how about now? Coming up. Okay, how about now? Getting there. 1, 2, check 2. Up, there you go. Nice and clear. It's pretty clear. Is that a stock mic or did you switch mics or what? This is my D104. I was working on the, it has the pot underneath. Yeah, there it is. You're back. 10 for you. I was turning it up a little by little. Yeah. Up little by little. It's good where it is.
Yeah. Don't keep the pot hidden underneath. Bring it out on top.
Before stock is like that. I'm having a hard time drilling a hole through this, it's the TUP9 base with the black.
Dude, that was a tongue-in-cheek comment. Oh, now I'm getting annoyed.
Alright, I'm about as sharp as a butter knife tonight. That was easy.
What is
Those butter knives,
Yeah, and I got dirty tube sockets on the Shakespeare. Either that or my relay's dirty, something. Every once in a while, I got receive back, but the audio level is like real low, and I gotta figure out what's the intermittent.
That's also the radio with the fuzzy audio, isn't it? The Streetmobile.
Fuzzy on receive, yeah.
Boy, dude, you need out of these options.
It's even worse when people double.
Everybody on the gate's gonna sound fuzzy.
Yeah, like a shattered speaker, but it's not.
Oh, what I was saying was you gotta come over and figure out what tubes you guys need out of these boxes. You got boxes of tubes?
6BA6.
Yeah, you said they were mostly receiver tubes, right? No transmitters?
I don't know. I don't know all the numbers that are what you know. I got a lot of little tubes. I got some that have the little metal caps at the top of them. I don't know. Old TV tubes. He did TVs, but this was all the stuff for his radio repairs. I could use a 6BR8 and what else? 6GH8s. What else? Yeah, something like that. 6BZ7 again. Send me a private message through the book of the face with the numbers you need.
A 6U8 is an equivalent for that.
Yeah. Who was looking for 7199s? I wrote that down and I checked and I didn't have any. Somebody was looking for 7199s. Pento, try it. Maybe 7189 is an industrial equivalent to a 6BQ5. I don't know what 7199 is. Step to the side for a second, gentlemen. We'll be right back.
On Classic Radio Roundup.
That's right. Classic Radio's come alive.
I think No Streak was out there again.
How about get a copy of this
Yeah, I have a copy on you there, No Streak, but I also got some bleed over from Channel 14, which is making it rough on this Panisonic chassis Shakespeare 740. But I hear you in there, I'll acknowledge you and step to the side. Maybe somebody else has got a better deal on you. No Streak, the Spitfire 441 on this glowing glass Shakespeare.
Wow, that bled me over. On this way than I did up there. Yes. Lack of limiters.
I got most of what you said there, No Streak, but like I said, I got a noisy neighbor, Breaker Break.
That's one, the noisy neighbor.
Ah, there you go. You got you in the clear. When they're quiet, it's no trouble, but you know how it goes. Anyway, this is my 40 channel glowing glass Shakespeare 740.
Sounding good, man. I'm on 2-2. Sound good. Your Depco Super Satellite sounding good as well.
Yeah, it's fun to take the glowing glass out for a drive. Yeah, you're doing all right from the mobile. I guess you're on the move now.
Yeah, we're rolling back home. I got to get out this time. I begged my police wife. I said, can I please get Radio Roundup? I've been dying for weeks to try to get out, so I finally was able to get out tonight.
Yeah, there you go. You got out local. Classic Radio Roundup Mobile Edition for the No Streak.
Now,
What barefoot radio is he running?
a couple miles, maybe about 30 miles away from where I'm at, so I can actually talk to the group.
Yeah, go ahead and ask him yourself there, Sparky.
Hey, No Streak, if you can hear me, what radio are you running?
I'm running the Unit 980 completely stock. It hasn't been clipped or nothing. It's actually running
You have to relay that.
with it.
I think he said a unit in 90.
980. Okay. He doesn't run a box, right, Ron?
Turn it on.
I'd hear him if he was.
I actually hear him pretty good when things are in the clear.
Yeah, it's a 980.
I've got a 5 noise level and he's in it.
It's a 980 completely stock. Hasn't even been clipped or nothing. It's with the stock mic.
Oh, unit in 980, is that right?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Yeah, it sounds good. You know, I mean, it's got good modulation, this and that, you know.
Completely stock, right out of the box.
What kind of antenna you running, and what kind of mobile?
K40, I'm running the mobile, I'm running well, it's like a Crown Vic, it's a Grammar Key, but I'm running a K40 antenna.
10.4 on the K40 on the big old sedan. Well, there you go. You got it going on. That's what's working for you. I'm hearing you fine in the clear. No trouble at all. And my Shakespeare 740 has got, like, I don't know, the receive is strong enough, but its audio is not right. It's kind of shattered sounding, but you'll hear it on the gate. But otherwise, sounding good. But trying to figure out what the actual issue is with this rig. It's time to do some surgery. Sounding good, no streak. I'm gonna step to the side in case anybody else wants to put it up on your antenna. Thanks for checking in, Classic Radio Roundup.
I wish I could hear him. I did hear CC break back in there. I think he said he changed the mic up. CC, you still there?
Yeah, Roger.
Yeah, did you say you swapped the mic?
No, I just want to know if this stock mic is still working for me. I've had it for such a long time.
Yeah. Well, are you on a Cobra 2000?
That's 4.
Yeah, coffin mic with the Cobra 2000. 10-4.
Those big clunky stock lights.
Yeah, I almost was gonna get on the 2000 tonight, and I said, you know what? I get on there once in a while. You gotta exercise them though, but it is sounding good. And if you keep bringing that Cobra 2000 on Classic Radio Roundup, the capacitors will last longer.
Where are the capacitors? The radio itself or the mic?
Nope, they're all inside the radio there.
I'd like to upgrade my antenna though. I really would. I'd like to go to the IMAX with the nice cable, the coaxial.
Yeah, them Antron 99s are still good, it's working.
Working, driving. It's working.
Who's that? Who we got out there?
We got Tickle up here in Sauderton.
Tickle, did I make some good calls with those other people like Spitfire and the 0414?
And 44?
Yes.
I believe so.
No, I mean, am I making a good call out? Am I getting out?
Sure you're getting out. Countywide.
Spitfire says you're getting out. Can you hear Spitfire?
He hears Spitfire. Countywide. I can't hear him.
Sure, but I got covered up.
Oh, yeah. Sure you hear Sparky.
I'm pretty sure he hears Countywide Radio 441 on this antique flea market transmitter.
Dang, that thing is clean.
Panisonic chassis, 40 channels, glowing glass.
Open the door. I figured you'd use it again.
Was that you, Ken? Where are you? Oh man, it sounds like you're on a walkie-talkie.
He's walking and talking.
That was the lowest I think I've heard him, but I heard him.
That'll Timmy?
There you are. What's going on?
Nothing much. I just walked in the door and turned the thing on. Ken? Hello, Tickle.
Breaker. And there was a breaker.
I was just pushing in through the sludge, trying to say hello.
What's going on? Welcome to Classic Radio Roundup.
Another fine, lovely Wednesday evening.
A fine evening it is.
Dozer?
Warmest day of the year so far.
How about that warm day? Hello, Tickle.
Break show.
Got another breaker.
Cat break.
What are you running over there, Mr. Badger? seems to be working okay.
Now, come on. Who are you?
That was a nice double. I was just wondering where Top Gun was. That made me think of Top Gun. He's conspicuously absent tonight. Evening around the band. Hello, Trey. You sound warm. And then did 12 miles. I thought for a second. Right, but I am candy cakes after dinner though, so I got that make up for eating light. Hey again, Night Train.
Yeah, hello again, Train.
Hello, Dave. Hello, Countywide. Hello, Bagger, Sparky, Tickle.
Countywide radio on this antique flea market junk. Come on.
That's that nice little ping. Not too obtrusive. Yeah, it's just I call it kind of stingy, not too long, not too annoying. I kind of like that. After a while, I know when I run my Browning, after a while the ping starts to drive me nuts. Yeah, and there's no two pings the same, but some of them are, nice and short. They are alright. I like them, but this thing needed some air time, so we had it fired up. So I let it warm up while we were having dinner. 10-4. Break. Roger. Good break. Hey, just thought I'd poke my head in here. I know you guys get on here on a Wednesday night. Blackbeard out here on the mount, just reading pounded sand, I guess you could say. Pounded sand. Well, you can pound it while I bag it. Hey, 10-4.
It's always fun to have somebody check in on Classic Radio Roundup. 441, the Spitfire.
I know you guys like to do your thing, but I know there's not too many nights all you guys get on the radio, so I figured I'd come out here and just say what's going on. Read some mail, hang out. Hello there, Blackbeard, Train. Hey, no doubt, Train. I heard it when you said it. Hey, Roger. I heard No Street came in there, countywide. I couldn't really hear him too well at a noise level, man, but he was looking forward to driving his mobile up into our area just to join in.
Yeah, he was in there. I got him checked in and had a little chat with him, got him on the gate and all that. He was coming in well enough for me, over here around the volcano crater. I guess I had the window.
Roger that, yeah. We didn't have too much of a window on him. We had like a noise level of about maybe 3. And he was barely making it over. That's why I didn't bother. It would have been too hard.
Well, it seemed to be nothing but a thing here, so we're all worked out fine on this end. And I was glad to hear from him, and also sort of shocked and surprised all at the same time. But didn't know he was coming up this way. Glad I caught him in on the roundup.
Yeah, he told me he was going to do it. Hello there out there in No Street. In case you listen to the gate from the night train. Yeah, we did acknowledge you in there. We're thinking
Pills and pills.
Pills and pills, man. That won't hear them.
Pete, how you making out with the gate?
Running part 2 right now. So far, so good.
Knock on wood. Simulated wood.
Knock on metal coated with plastic wood grain.
Just as a forewarning, you may not appreciate the audio quality on the second half of the gate, but that's due to my radio. First gate, audio quality is just fine. And there's my alarms being set off.
Sounds like Mini-Man.
He's got quite the bark. I love when he does that. So it's like, dude, you're gonna turn yourself inside out.
I hear wolves.
Which is the one that's howling?
That's Mini-Man. Right there. That was Mini-Man.
Oh, he's the howler. Okay.
Cracks me up when he does that.
What kind of dog is he?
A Shetland sheepdog, otherwise known as a Sheltie.
They look like a mini collie.
Alright, yeah, 10-4.
Yeah, it looks like Lassie that somebody threw in the dryer and shrunk.
I'm working on a job now where they have one of those. A miniature collie. Nice little dog.
They are like one of the top 5 smartest dog breeds on the planet. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, this one have it made. He's just getting fat, whole 9 yards. They take care of him.
Is he dropping out or is it me?
I hear him.
I didn't hear any drop out.
Who's dropping out?
Alright, turn my gain up, alright.
I think this radio here just needed a little exercise. Early on, it was not giving me my receive audio back, but I think I got it going on now with a little exercise on them relays.
Perhaps you can only clear up the fuzziness.
No, it hasn't cleared up the fuzziness. It's not a tube issue. I don't think it's a cap issue. Well, actually, I do think it's a cap issue, but beyond your standard electrolytics.
Yeah, something's wacky in wacky land there.
Yeah, well, it's on the bench now. I'm pretty well satisfied with the Demco. I'll button that up, clear off the bench, and I want to work on this thing and get it right. It's still in the season enough. I'll have time to get in here and do something on this thing, see what I can. Because it's otherwise great transmitter, and it has good hot receive. It's just the audio. Train will know what I'm saying when I sound like everybody just sounds a little shattered.
Yeah, don't you just hate that sound?
Uh-huh. But otherwise, everything's fine with the radio.
That's what was happening with my Trinidad. Everybody sounded, well, not everybody, mostly Pete was sounding shattered. I gotta figure out what's up with that. I'm thinking the IS are out of tweak or something.
That's what I'm thinking. Interstage coupling caps, maybe?
That's what I think. I think in between the stages, the cap is leaking.
Yeah, it could be.
I can sit here and screw with my radio until the day ends. I can't believe how clean your guys' audio is. It is just absolutely amazing.
Well, thank you. That's we try. We really do.
Yeah, we do try. And we don't do anything other than try. And it's pretty easy when you're using tubes, typically. And there's some solid states that are pretty easy. When you've got 6BQ5 high level plate modulating a 6BQ5, this is fine.
Yeah, I know those AB boxes. They're nice and clean. But I know what Train sounds like, and the audio coming out of Train's radio sounds almost exactly like Train. It's just amazing that you guys can do that with, I don't want to say antiques, but, antique radios, and it sounds like you're sitting right next to me in the car.
They are antique radios, but you can use classic, it's classic radio roundup. And that brings up a good question. Hey, Train, where's this one fall as far as in between, say, the Pacer and some of the other radios over here on the countywide volcano crater?
It's doing real good. I'd be satisfied with it. I don't know, which one is that? It's got a lot of power.
Well, I mean, is it, it's smooth, not too bright kind of thing? It's one of them Panisonic chassis tubers. The Shakespeare 740.
I'll be honest with you, I like it. She's definitely got the train stamp of approval. I got one that's like that. It's called a Gemtronics. A Gemtronics GTX 5000 40-channel PLL Panisonic chassis. And I don't guess I'll bring it on tonight, but one of these days, you know, after I finish fixing that cap that pops underneath of it and putting a microphone to it, it seems like it's a nice piece of equipment. But what kind of microphone you run with yours?
I got a Turner Plus 3 on mine, and mine has that nice, you know, late 70s burnished aluminum stereo faceplate look. And, you know, it's not overly fancy, but that's, you know, how it is. It's got the 40-channel PLL, and then a nice big older type S meter, the squelch, the volume, the fine tune, and an SRF switch, so you don't get both. The meter is either the S meter, or you flip the switch and it's the RF output meter. Why they couldn't do that automatic, I don't know, but it's an extra switch. But yeah, it's the same breed there, the Panisonic chassis.
Yeah, that sounds real good. That, you know, that's equivalent to that Robin Yellowbird. It just don't have all the bells and whistles as the Yellowbird, but then again, to me right now, it's sounding better than Yellowbird.
Oh, and I do have the on-the-air light. And, why, thank you. As long as I got the train approval. It does have the physical train approval. I'll tell you where this radio came from. North Wales Tim. And when I got it off of him, he you know, handed it to me, and it was in a plastic bag. The thing has definitely got the physical train approval. Come on.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, man, I have to play mine for you one day. I'll let you hear it. See what you think of it.
Yeah, just do it when I'm not using it. Because it's hard to judge with the shattered. Unless I get it fixed. I'll get it nailed down. I'll figure it out.
I don't know if it's my flea market ears or what it is, but I think it sounds perfectly fine. I think it sounds good and clear.
Yeah. I think the transmit is just fine. It's just the receive side. The audio is just not like it should be.
Well, at least you know it's not the audio circuit that's giving you the problem. So, you know, you want to concentrate in the receive section.
Everybody sounds good tonight for some reason.
Yeah, you know, that's it. Part of it, Train. You take these classics out, you drive them around and figure out what's not quite right, and we can pretty much eliminate the modulation section because, you know, it sounds clean on transmit, so it ain't there.
I have the same problem with my Palomar 73 or 71. The receive coming in is shattered, but the modulation going out is crystal clear. I haven't had it fixed yet. It's probably sitting there gaining more troubles.
There's a bunch of them chassis out there.
That's what happens when they sit and not be used.
That's right, you should rotate those radios, but tonight, the Browning gets airtime.
Ping.
I got big open space on my shelf now.
You got more space on your shelf there, Corway?
Yeah, sir, I got big open space on my shelf.
What, for like a Demco Super Satellite?
CAD 4.
Wow. Yeah, I think it's ready.
Is that the one that's in like 3 pieces? It looks like NASA used it to talk to the aliens.
That's the one.
That thing looks pretty cool when it's all set up.
Super satellite. Got one sitting right here in front of my face.
Yeah, I've seen one of them before. They look pretty sweet. Yeah, I like how it's the 3 different pieces in the whole for the whole set. I like that.
Yeah, and you pretty much need all 3 pieces too, because the speaker is for the receiver is in that middle box. You pretty much need it. But yeah, it's a really nice radio to use. The audio on receive is fantastic. Hot receiver, new Vista tubes on the front end for those who it matters.
Oh, that sounds pretty sweet. I never really got to like look hard into it, but I always saw it sitting on a shelf. But it's a sweet looking radio. I like it.
It's got things like most other radios don't have. You know, it's got a built-in antenna switch labeled beam and ground plane with a built-in dummy load to tune up the radio. It is a tube radio. It has crystal and/or tunable receiver. It has adjustable transmit tone control, receive tone control, a built-in attenuator, you know, local DX kind of switch, and of course the fine-tune, the squelch, and all that.
Sounds like Mercedes, Lamborghini, and Ferrari all clashed heads together and came up with a radio.
Big S meter, you know, big output power meter, big dials, big knobs. Yeah, it's pretty much up there, high end, no question about it.
That sounds pretty sweet. Every little bell and whistle you could possibly imagine and stuff you wouldn't even think you would need.
Yeah, and in that speaker box is also a transmit microphone audio compressor with variable gain.
At 10-4. I'm not much into base stations. I like my mobile, but yeah, if there was a radio I wouldn't mind spending money for, I'd probably be one of them.
This Shakespeare 740, you could sit 3 of them side by side to take up the same space as the Debco.
Wow! Speaking of spending money, I seen there's a radio out in York for $750. A Browning Mark III.
That's a little salty. Unless it's brand new.
Yeah, especially if it's pre-1,000-mile tune-up.
It looks pretty nice. I gotta give it that. Looks are good, you know. Apparently he's got some fancy, some sort of fancy covers for it and everything, but I would say it's definitely an 11 out of 10 on the looks. Obviously, no idea on the operation.
I like the Brownings, but I wouldn't pay that kind of money. But seems like anymore they're getting to be that expensive.
Yeah, the cost of living's going up. Pete, you know how my Browning look. Their ass goes like out of the box. I got the boxes.
That's saying a lot. As old as that radio is, and he's still got the boxes.
I got the box for my Simba.
I have the box for my Regency Formula 23.
Well, the big thing is, I mean, you know, back, 70s, 80s, when people were buying these radios, they wanted to use them. You think, in my opinion, the last thing I'd be worried about would be keeping the box.
Yeah, I never thought about it either.
Yeah, the box took up room in a closet. Mom said, "Throw that crap away."
Yeah, you throw it away, because to be honest, if I went and bought a new radio now, the first thing I'd do is take everything out of the box, chunk the box. I wouldn't ever think about keeping it.
Yeah, somebody must have had some vision. So put this thing in the attic. 30 years from now, it'll be a collector's item. And the value of it will be increased if we have the original box and owner's manual in plastic.
Some people are pack rats, you know.
When I got my unit at 2510 back in the 80s, I kept the box and it ended up becoming a Christmas gift box for many cycles of Christmases for probably the next 15 years.
Present company accepted, right, Quarterwave?
10-4.
That means that the Christmas gift that you gave out each year was no bigger than that box.
Yeah, it would fit in that box, one of many gifts for different people.
It cycled back and forth, huh?
They buy another unit and stick it in there and send it out.
And it used to be a running joke. It's like, oh, I got a 2510.
The box kept cycling around the family, huh?
Yeah, I would use it, my wife would use it, whatever, because we got a whole stack of boxes that we use for Christmas gifting.
Honey, make sure you save that box. We need that for next year.
Yeah, you can put a pair of gloves in there, or, a book, or, any number of things.
I still have the box from my AOA 3300
inside of plastic bags so that they don't, suffer from any deterioration. You know what I mean? Kind of seal them off.
The thing you gotta worry about around here is moisture. You gotta keep the moisture off that cardboard, because that'll ruin it real quick.
I got a Ray Jefferson 740 40 channel mobile around here that doesn't work. But I have the box for it, and it's actually in it.
Alert. I got the box for the Jackson yet, too.
Weren't those Ray Jefferson radios made in Philadelphia?
No, the radios weren't made.
I think they were. The early Ray Jefferson radios were in Philadelphia.
They might have been, but not the CBs. They were, what the heck were those? Well, the later ones, I think, were Cybernet or something. The earlier ones might have been.
Yeah, this one is actually marketed as Ray Jefferson Marine 40 channel CB. And like it works, but it's got a cold solder joint in somewhere in the board, and I got so tired of screwing around with it, but I did throw it back in the box.
If you take it back out, you'll probably find it now. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you look too hard for a problem.
That's right. You got that at an estate sale, and it's in the box, and you never tested it.
Put over and start beating on it with a blunt end of a screwdriver. You'll find it somewhere in there. It'll start making all kinds of weird noises.
Well, 25 years from now, somebody will say, "Oh, that's got to be worth some bucks. It's in the, look how clean that thing is, and it's in the box. It's got to be good." And they'll go through the same frustration as me. They'll turn it on, and it'll work for a little while, and then it'll go out, but it'll still be on, but you won't hear anything. Then you smack it real hard, and it might come back on for you.
Just don't hit it too hard and crack that chassis.
It's like my General Lee. I kept soldering it, like different solders every time. I kept smacking it, finding new solders, and I just finally gave up on it.
I used to have a tram that I used to smack it on the side and it would come back to life again.
I hate intermittents.
Intermittence is the worst nightmare for a troubleshooter.
Oh my God, yeah, they're a pain to track down. You take the butt end of a screwdriver and you tap around and try to find it. Oh yeah, freeze mist here, all kinds of things.
Yeah, I was all over that board, pushing on it with a fiberglass stick and a soldering iron and heating up all the joints and, flowing solder and getting it. You think you got it, and nope, you don't have it. I mean, I've been all over that thing. I'm like, screw it. Put it back in the box.
Breaker.
You got a breaker?
Yeah, I think I heard 217 somewhere out there.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes, I did hear 217. What's that about?
Now I hear him.
I got you 217, Sparky with it.
Night train got you also. Maybe he don't have me though.
Well, I think just because of the phase situation, it's a little low, but, I hear you, and Night Train said he did hear you as well.
Hey, 217, I just jumped on the flat side for a moment, man, just to say hello. Roger, I don't know. You have to speak with the antenna specialist. Yeah, they would know what to do. I'm back on the side. I just heard you in here, man. Just wanted to say hello. Good night, train base station. Back on the side.
Hey, he's in there, 217. I got a copy on you, 044, quarter wave Dave.
on the band, especially down here, 217, doing the best you can. Sparky, really good to hear you on the band again. All right, cool. We'll listen in. We'll see. Gotta love those medical pool tubes. Yeah, all right. Windjammer. We'll listen for him. 217 when Atlanta or Georgia comes in there, down that way. Yeah, tell him to come up to 27-115.